Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. On the record in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus Lamar Douglas, file number 21-01320. Council may be appearance.
Assistant Public Defender John Lee on behalf of Lamar Douglas.
Okay, Mr. Douglas states a date that was set for sentencing. I do have a pre-sentence report and recommendation. It was prepared on November 13th. Mr. Lee, you did get a copy of that,
I did, Your Honor.
and you went over that with your client.
Yes, Your Honor.
Any need to make updates, corrections, or deletions?
No updates, corrections, or deletions.
Address the court.
Thank you, Your Honor. We would ask the court to consider the fact that this was an incident that occurred 3 years ago, and much has occurred in Mr. Douglas's life since then. Perhaps most importantly, he was proactive in seeking help. This incident had occurred after he had already went to a rehab program, was picked up immediately by somebody who had his substance of choice, which is alcohol. He recognized that he needed help, went immediately back to rehab. After completing the rehab program, sought help from the community mental health community, first at Cedar Creek and then at Ingham County Community Mental Health, where he is still engaged. And he's come full circle. He now works at Quality Dairy as an assistant inventory manager. Helps them with inventory for 26 stores. He's on call, which means he always has to be ready to go. He lives a very clean life, a very productive life. He's involved in the lives of his 6 children and has a grandchild that is getting ready to celebrate his first birthday. Just had his first birthday. So he understands the nature of what he's dealing with, the addiction, and he understands his own health and limitations. He has a heart condition, and he has made a lot of changes in his life. So, Your Honor, well, we understand the recommendations of the probation and accept them. We would ask for a shorter term of probation, something along the lines of 6 months. The court certainly would be able to see demonstrated compliance both with probation and with negative testing over the course of that time. In addition, he's already seeking and engaged with CMH. His experience with AA is, as he described it, it was a pity party. So ask the court to consider waiving the AA requirement. But other than that, Your Honor, we understand the recommendations. We agree. Mr. Douglas is willing to comply with anything the court orders, and thanks for the court's consideration.
Thank you. And Mr. Douglas want to make a statement at all?
Yes, Your Honor. First, I want to say apologize to the court for being in front of you right now. I was seeking help out 3 years ago, over 3 years before this situation happened. And when it did happen, after I came home and what happened, getting in an accident, drinking and driving, scared the lights out of me. Woke me up. For one, I could have killed somebody. I got babies. That scared me real bad. Kid could be laying in the street. I take it so serious to heart. I went back to treatment again, went back for more, and I went again. And I just figured it out. You know, nobody's going to hold my hand through none of this. I'm going to always have a problem with alcohol. Nobody's going to do nothing for me except for me. When I wake up, I look in that mirror and I don't make excuses. I do. I woke up this morning, like I just told him, I was Woke up at 5, I'm disciplined, I get up every morning, I read the paper. Two children lost their lives yesterday. I got a 22 and 21 right now, and they're not right. I gotta walk right. I take care of my aunt that's 93. I wake up every morning like she's still here. My grandmother's on her way up here, but I'm trying to get her to live here. All I do is go to work, cook. I'm the one who goes and shopping, everything. Cut all these people off that were bad in my life. Hard to do because when you're lonely, it's like easy to go back to what you know. When you spend your life doing something for that many years, you've mastered it. So you got to spend that many years on a rabbit. I don't know what else to say, but I'll let them speak.
No problem.
Thank
And
you.
Thank you for sharing. I think it's important that you're self-reflective when you get to this stage and that you understand what choices and what factors in your life played a role to get you to this point. And this is a situation where you're before the court with a substance abuse conviction, and this is not your first interaction with the court. It's not your first interaction based on the use of substances. So that's a concern, and I recognize you have a willingness to want to do better, but just because we're willing or have a desire to want to do better doesn't always mean we have the tools to do better. And that is the concern of the court at this time. You have been evaluated. You were sent out to have a substance abuse assessment. Even the assessor, the clinician who assessed you, indicated that they believe that you're honest and that you would like to work through a life of sobriety, but it's recommended even by the clinician that you participate in further treatment for 3 to 6 months. And they didn't make this report in 2021. You were evaluated a couple months ago. And so you have something further you wanted to say?
No.
Okay. They did this assessment in August. And so this is not an assessment that came back in 2021 when the incident occurred. This is as it stands now. Even as it stands now, I recognize you may have not had alcohol recently, but you even reported alcohol use this year. And so the assessment opines that it would be beneficial for you to have some further treatment so that you can further develop your coping skills. You narrated today a number of personal things that you're dealing with and things that are driving you to want to do better. Your children, your grandchildren, your aunt, other factors and responsibilities you have even as it relates to your job. Well, those things are also stressors, and people who have sicknesses that cause them to have or abuse substances need to make sure they take that extra step to cope when they're under stress. Any of those things could trigger you to have a relapse. And so I think it's important that we don't take this opportunity for granted and that we understand that it was a blessing that no one was seriously injured and or killed, and that you're here now and you're standing on both of your feet. You're still able to walk and you're still able to make a change at this point. So the court's going to take that opportunity and put you on probation. You will do a term. I'll start you off on 6 months. I think 12 months might be extensive based on the age of the case and given what your attorney says has been some steps that you've taken since then. I don't see any indication in my file of those steps. If you've done certain things, such as already participated in AA and or other treatment, that should have been provided for me to see today with verification. You can provide that to your probation officer because I am going to put you on a term of 6 months probation. While on probation, you're not to engage in any assaultive or threatening behavior. You're not to use, purchase, or possess alcohol, marijuana, or any other controlled substance unless you have a valid prescription, okay?
Mhm.
Is that a yes?
Yes.
Okay. You are not to purchase or possess a firearm, ammunition, or weapon of any kind during your term of probation. You're required to submit to preliminary breath testing and or your analysis testing, and you need to pay the cost associated with that, okay?
Okay.
You said you did recently do a 12-step, or was it AA that you did recently?
I've done it, I've done it. I've done a lot, like every paper I had from every treatment I had, the dates of stuff I have, like, I read it over to remember.
And you've done it recently?
I have all the paperwork, but recently I haven't been, I just got myself focused and together and work.
You've done this treatment within the last year?
I haven't done, no.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna order that you attend victim impact panel within 90 days, and that you're gonna provide verification to your probation officer. I'm gonna also order that you attend a 12-step meeting at the recommendation or direction of your probation officer. So if they find that it's not beneficial, or you're beyond that, then you won't be ordered to do it, okay? But they'll direct you, because they'll be engaging with you monthly or regularly to know what your needs are and to know how those needs may change. I'm not gonna order any further outpatient at this time. You have employment. I am gonna require you to maintain your employment and provide verification to your probation officer. There is a $30 per month oversight fee that you're responsible for while on probation. It's a $75 crime victim rights fee that you are responsible for, plus a $50 state minimum cost that you are responsible for. Was there OWI cost recovery, Mr. Staples? They didn't put it
Just
in my
one
file.
second, Your Honor. I'm pulling it up now. I do not see an OWI cost recovery form in our file either.
Okay, I don't have one either, so no OWI cost recovery will be ordered at this time. And I'll also waive discretionary fines and costs. So your fine will be $180, which is the $30 per month for oversight, plus the 75 and the 50, which is 125, and mandatory state ordered costs and fines. There's an advice of rights as to probation. You're gonna read this. It tells you when and how you would be eligible to request early discharge. So in summation, and I'll let you read through this, I'm putting you on a term of 6 months probation, but at 3 months in, 90 days in, if you've not had any violations, and if you completed any required programming that I've ordered you to do, you can make a request for early discharge, or your probation officer can make the request on your behalf. But if you make the request, you would need to serve a copy on the city attorney's office and send a copy to the probation department. The city attorney would have 14 days from receipt of that request to file a written objection. If I set it for a hearing to address your request for early discharge, you have the right to hire an attorney to represent you for the hearing, but you wouldn't have a right to have the public defense office represent you, okay?
Yes.
Okay, that form is called the MC 512 form. That's the notice regarding eligibility for early discharge. You can get a copy of that form from your probation officer once you're ready to request early discharge, okay?
Okay.
Do you have any questions at this time?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, any additional matters for the record today?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Okay, when you leave here, sir, just step downstairs just to check in and make sure they still have accurate contact information with you at the probation department, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. You're all set. Oh, you did. On the record in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus Andrea Johnson, file number 23L26988651. Council appearance.
Matt Staples for the city of Lansing.
Good morning, Your Honor. Edward Zini on behalf of Ms. Johnson. She's present to my right.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. Today was the date set for formal hearing. Was there a resolution on this?
Yes, Your Honor, we've had the opportunity to meet and confer. It's my understanding the city will has conveyed an offer to my client to accept responsibility to an impeding traffic and a defective equipment. The original ticket would be dismissed.
That's correct, Your Honor.
She's prepared to take advantage of that today.
Impeding and a defective.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and when can she make payment on those? Do you know?
Today, Your Honor.
Okay, so impeding and defective, both are fines of $130, so it's $260. And you can make payment either on the court website or you can come and make payment in person if you like at the criminal traffic window, okay?
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Any additional matters for the record?
No, Your Honor. Happy Thanksgiving. Have a great one.
Same to you. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you, Mr. Staples.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, on the record, in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus Anthony Bywater, file number 23-02801. Council appearance.
Matt Staples for the city of Lansing.
Assistant Public Defender John Lee on behalf of Anthony Bywater.
Okay, today was the date and the time set for a pretrial on a reckless driving. At our last court date, there was an offer to amend that to careless, and then we set the no insurance. How are we proceeding today?
Your Honor, Mr. Lee has provided me with information from his client that he no longer has the vehicle, that the vehicle is not operable, and therefore the city would be willing to dismiss the no insurance.
Okay, your motion to dismiss the no insurance is granted. And then I have a note here that the defendant already accepted responsibility to the careless. And he would pay $100 on November 27th, and then the balance by December 7th. Mr. Bywater, is that still how you intend to pay that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, any additional matters for the record today?
Nothing for the city, Your Honor.
Thank you, you're all set, Mr. Bywater.
Thank you.
You're welcome. The record in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus Gregory Lewis, file number 22L2711251. He did not start his audio. Let's see. On the record in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus Alexa Ray Jones, file number 23L2797962. Alexa Jones, please start your video. Okay, Ms. Jones, today was the date set for a show cause You had a no insurance ticket that you owed $145 on. You accepted responsibility to the no insurance back on August 29th. You said you would pay in 2 weeks. You had a show cause set for today to find out why you didn't pay.
It honestly slipped my mind, Your Honor. I had a lot going on, like my vehicle got stolen, so it was just like a lot going on. I can do half today and then the other half in 2 weeks.
Okay, I'll note that here on the file. Be sure to make that payment because if you don't, the next time it won't be a show cause, it'll be a bench warrant. You don't want to go to jail or get arrested because you owed $145. Okay, ma'am?
Okay,
Okay, you're all set.
thank you.
You're welcome. Gregory Lewis, can you hear me?
Sorry,
Okay, on the record,
I'm losing my voice.
on the record in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus Gregory Lewis, file number 22L2711251. Mr. Lewis, today was the date set for a show cause because you owe $180 on an expired plate. And you were here back in September, you requested a 30-day extension, but we've not received any payment. When are you gonna make a payment on this, sir?
Very soon. I just got back to work. Sorry, I just got back to work, Your Honor. I get paid this Friday. I will begin to make a payment by Monday.
How much are you gonna pay?
Honestly, I'm not sure how much I'll be able to afford. How much would the court like a payment of?
Well, I don't know how much you would be able to afford, so that's why I'm asking you.
Um, I'd probably do a payment of 50 by Monday.
You said 50 or 100?
No, probably 50. 50. Sorry.
Okay, so I'll put here that you'll make a payment of $50 by Monday. When are you gonna make your next payment?
Probably in probably 2 weeks, or would be the earliest after Monday.
Okay, so you'll make a payment of $50 on Monday. Let's say you'll make the next 50 in 30 days from Monday, okay?
Okay, that would be perfect.
And then you'll make a payment every 30 days until paid in full, okay?
Okay, sounds like a plan.
Okay, all right, Monday is the 27th, so you're gonna make a payment of the 27th of each month until paid in full. Don't forget, okay?
Okay, Your Honor, you got it. Thank you.
Thank you, you're all set.
And then
McCray Garner failed to appear. Okay, Mr. Staples, we don't have anything until 10.
All right, Your Honor, I'll mute myself and just hang out in the background.
Thank you. is it Tapresha Etheridge? Tapresha Etheridge? I assume she can't hear me. Mr. Staples, you can hear me?
I can, Your Honor.
Okay, please flash your screen for me, please.
I'm sorry. Are you talking to me?
Yes, ma'am. Could you hear me?
Yes, I didn't realize my computer itself was muted.
Okay. And do you have an attorney?
No, I do not.
On the record in the matter of the people of the city of Lansing versus Tapresha Nicole Etheridge, file number 18-01192 OD. I'm gonna have your appearance for the record, counsel.
Matt Staples on behalf of the city of Lansing.
Okay, Ms. Etheridge is present via Zoom without counsel. Ms. Etheridge, today's the date time set for a motion to set aside conviction. You filed this motion or application improper, meaning without counsel representing you. I do see where we received a letter from the Office of the Attorney General in response to your request. They've had no objection so long as you are benefiting from any rehabilitative or educational programming, and if the court deems that your current position meets the statutory eligibility. Mr. Staples, is your office going to opine on her motion at all?
No, Your Honor, the city would stand silent and rely upon the discretion and judgment of the court.
Did you take care of the ticket TUT
Yes,
230-229-797? Okay. You take care of that ticket?
yes, I did.
Okay. Did you provide evidence of that?
Yes, I can. Do I need to bring it to the court? I mean, I came down there to pay it, but do I need to bring it like the paper down there?
Okay. You paid that at this court?
Yes.
Case number TU. Is it a parking ticket?
Yeah, no parking.
She paid it. Okay, very good.
On the 27th.
TU. Here's another one. No parking, 65. You have another one, ma'am.
I think I had like 4 of them that I paid. Not all at once, by the way. I'm just saying throughout.
Okay, I
Because
see one now that you have pending for $65.
no, I wasn't informed about that because they told me in order to continue with this that I had to pay off all of those tickets. So that's what I caught myself doing.
Yep, it looks like you had a ticket back on the 31st of January of this year. And so it looks like they just, meaning literally within the last couple of days, assessed penalties on that. So it says it's pending for $65, and that on the 17th, the parking citation was printed and mailed. But again, that you received this citation for a Chevy on Hayford Street, it looks like, and that was back on January 31st. So the policy of the court is that you would have to have all of this resolved before we can address this. You can't have any pending balances.
Right. Yeah,
Okay.
that's what they told me. That's why I called myself. But I'll go pay it today and just put in another motion, I guess.
Okay, so what I'll do is I'll have them reset this matter so that you can get everything resolved. And then let's see, it says the application is missing signature page.
Add that in too.
Yep, I have that now. Okay, very good. So yeah, if you can take care of that, then we can get this matter reset for you, okay?
Alrighty, but I just received something in the mail saying when it will be.
Absolutely. When are you gonna come and take care of that so I can make sure they reset this as soon as possible?
I'm leaving the house as soon as we hang up.
Okay, I will have them reset this and you'll get a new notice.
All right, thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Mr. Staples, I think that's all I have for the city today.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good day.